Thanks for joining us for another edition of Mile High Living. I'm Gina Bellich. Well, tax day has come and gone. Either you really like Uncle Sam or you strongly dislike him after yesterday. Now, there's a way to change that when it comes to paying taxes. Move away from that traditional banking financing and experience a smarter way to save. This includes rethinking your 401k plan. With the details, we have Joseph Quijano, certified financial planner, national educator, and published author, along with his son Jordan Quijano, who's also a financial advisor. Gentlemen, welcome.
Well, thank you for having us.
Glad to have you with us. We're going to start with you, Joseph, and this is you have some great advice. I was telling you, even I think my parents had taught me a while back too, and that is when it comes to financial security, it's not so much what you make, but what you keep or what you don't spend, right?
That is right, Gina. You know, a lot of people, they get paid, they go to work, they get paid, and they put the money in a savings or checking account, and then they begin to pay every single creditor.
Yes.
And then they try to save whatever's left, which is actually nothing. So they're actually working for nothing. They become economic slaves.
Right.
So the first rule of creating wealth is to pay yourself first.
I love that.
And it's not really what you're making, but it's what you're keeping that really counts.
And if you can keep that. So we have a lot of women out there viewing right now. And how can you help women? So many times they handle the bank accounts.
Well, absolutely. Women today control the money supply, Gina. I mean, they run the household and they control finances. So a female today, they want to have financial independence. They want to be totally independent. They don't want to have anybody be their keeper, right? So they definitely want to be able to make money for themselves, save money, and create a tax-free retirement.
Well, you actually do have some wonderful people who are very happy with that. Let's actually hear from Lucinda.
Okay.
When he sat down and told me about it, it was a no-brainer. It just made total sense to me. Joseph, from the day I met him and walked into this restaurant and enjoyed my linguine and clams, which is what he has every single time, he just has such a genuineness about him. You know that you are safe as soon as you meet him because he's there for you. He wants to see you succeed.
Linguine and clams.
I love it.
Good to know. All right. Well, we also have big things coming up in our lives too.
Yes.
There's wedding season. That's not cheap. So how do we pay for some of this stuff? What's your advice?
Well, right now the Become the Banker strategy offers a 4%, but guaranteed and tax-free rate of return. It's recession-proof, nothing to do with the stock market, Gina, and liquid, no penalties like a 401k or an IRA. It's a very simple plan with a very simple formula.
Well, and that's the key, is simplicity, and you guys do a really good job with that. Jordan, this has worked for you, right?
It has. I've been able to do this with a few of my vehicles, pay them off through myself, retain the cash instead of giving it to other banks or other financial institutions. I've done it with my first condo, and now I'm working on my second house right now that's getting built. So it's really, again, going back to the whole premise is that we need to have liquidity, and this is what Become the Banker does. It gives you the ability to build money tax-free, guaranteed, but you get to use the money today, not just for tomorrow, for retirement. Use it today.
Now, this is something if someone comes to one of your seminars, they can understand, right?
Absolutely. The seminar itself is about an hour and a half to 2 hours at most. It's just strictly educational. We don't sell books, tapes, or CDs there. This is just going to be a very informative seminar that shows you really how money works. And to be honest, Gina, it's sad that the school systems really lack in that. They don't teach individuals or consumers how to get ahead financially. So come to the seminar and we'll show you how to do that.
Well, it is something we're trying to teach our kids too, and they just don't understand that as well. But one of the big things is pay yourself first.
Always.
You
always have to pay yourself first. And going to your kids, it's so sad nowadays that credit card companies are starting to send kids in college or high school and beginning college credit cards, and they don't even know how to use it. So it is really sad to see that.
Well, it's one of those things that you try to teach them that along with everything else, and it's just not always that easy. So when we come to this, Joseph, you're a proven result too. Obviously, you're teaching your children this wonderful thing. You have these seminars where you teach everyone else, but you have such a good story.
Well, thank you, Gina. I wasn't born with money. I came from an economically disadvantaged family. I was born in Mexico City, and I came to Iowa. And then I joined the United States Air Force to serve this country because I love this country.
You do.
But I found that some people succeed financially while other people fail. And I wanted to find out why. So I became a certified financial planner so I could help people, really find their economic dream.
Their American dream, yeah.
It is the American dream, and I love that you do that. You guys do such a good job, and one of the ways you do that is with your books. We don't want you to go without actually touching on these. You have three. These are bestsellers, and again, you keep it simple.
It is. They're simple. Anybody can read them. They're 90 pages long. They offer insight that you normally wouldn't get in any place else, Gina. Like the why factor is what really motivates people to get ahead financially. That book will help you or anybody else find your why, your passion as to why you want to get ahead financially.
Well, you guys always have the best advice. Go to one of their seminars. Become the Banker. Their free and educational events are Thursday, April 26th at 6:30 in the evening in Centennial, or Saturday, April 28th in Lakewood. That's at actually 10:30 in the morning. Seating is very limited, as you can imagine, so RSVP, call 877-299-9957. Buy all three books of Joseph's best-selling books, and you can receive 35% off. Each book helps pave the way to financial security. To purchase, visit becomethebanker.org/store. Click on TV offer for today's discount. Become the Banker, paid for today's segment.